Now, I don't know about you, but creating demo content for a client website can take me hours. Now, I've used FakerPress in the past, but even then sometimes it's limited and takes up quite some time. I was curious if OttoKit MCP could help me create a demo content way faster for an upcoming video. So let's shave off hours and discover together how OttoKit MCP could help out with demo content. First, let's have a look at OttoKit's MCP. So OttoKit MCP allows you to bridge the gap between the AI and apps. What allows you to do is connect up a lot of applications, for instance, your Gmail, WordPress, but also your LinkedIn and whatsoever, to AI, which then you can ask AI to do certain things for you. And this makes it very easy, but we need to do a quick setup. So if you're curious about this, follow the link in the description down below, and let's get to it. So if you're logged in and you have created an account, we can create a MCP server right here. We call it demo content, and we create a server. Next up, we need to add a tool. The tool is in this case, WordPress. So let's add it, and then we need to connect it up. What we need for it is the WordPress title connection. So WordPress AutoKit demo, then our site URL. Now I'm using zipwp for this demonstration purpose. And you can type in try.new to create a demo website. Now there are two ways to connect up your WordPress website. You can either fill in your username and create an application passwords, but that is a little bit tedious. So we can install AutoKit plugin. So we go in here, we click add a plugin, upload a plugin, and then use the one that's downloaded. Now it says your triggers because that was the old name of AutoKit, but they have changed it. And then we can activate plugin. We can select get started now. We authorize that this is inside our workspace, and now it has been connected. Now what we can do is refresh and add the WordPress integration again. And here we have our zipwp. We select that everything is possible and add the tool. And now we have set up our MCP server for WordPress. Now that we have set up the MCP server with the MCP tool, we need an AI to get the MCP server and that we can talk to. Now, the one that I'm using is Claude. If we go to claude.ai/download, you can download the Claude desktop application. I have it already installed right here. So you just go ahead and do that. If you have installed Claude, you need to go to the hamburger menu, file and settings, at least in Windows, then go to developer and edit config because we need to add the MCP server itself. It will open up this one. I double click this one. I've already set up Visual Studio Code to run and use this MCP server. Now we need to add a little bit of code. I will again leave a link in the description down below where you can find the documentation on AutoKit MCP. When you scroll a little bit down, you see how to set it up. This is the steps that we have already taken. And as you can see right here, you need to install Node.js as well. If we scroll all the way down, we need to copy and paste this piece of code. We go back into our Visual Studio Code, paste it in there, and we need to replace this section right here with our URL. Go back to your MCP server, copy it, and paste it in the place. Now, once you have done that, you need to close Claude completely. For me, it stays open in the hidden icons. Then I can open up Claude Code again. And if we go to File and then Settings, we see that in Developer, it's now running. We can see that AutoKit MCP is working because we see AutoKit right here. And these are all the things that we have added. Now we can ask Claude AI to do things for us. Then we press enter and let Claude do its thing. Here it is working, so we need to wait a little bit until it's done. As you can see, I don't have to do anything. It does the tasks for us. And if we want to dive a little bit deeper on what it is doing, we can see here it gets the dynamic data and dynamic options. Now it wants to have access to a certain kind of thing. It wants to create an update post. So what we can do is allow once if we only want to allow it once, but I want to allow it always. So I press this one. As you can see here, it now creates our posts. We see that the request has been done. It has published. Here's the title and here's our post content. Now we can already look into our website. If we go in here and go to all posts, we see that the posts have been generated already for us. So this is a very easy way to create a demo content. And as you can see right here, we have a title and we have the content. Now what I see is that there are missing featured image. So what we can ask Claude AI to do that for us. And if you don't know what lorem ipsum is, it is a lorem ipsum, but then for images. Here it asks us for permission again. We can allow it, and then we'll update our posts. And if we are going to look into our CSS grid, mastering CSS grid layout is this one. Now it has done its job, but as you can see, there's no featured image set here. So we need to ask Claude again to do this for us. See if Claude can do it like this. As you can see, it's not flawless the first time around, but we need to reprompt it again to do it the way it's supposed to work. And this will get handy if you have a little bit of knowledge on how this works already. So it's now adding our images. It says that it already has added the images. So let's have a look. Go into media. You see that there's still no media items available. So I'm wondering where Claude get the approval that the media is added. And this is also not the correct way to add the featured image. So we can reprompt again. Look at that. Now it's working. So we need to reprompt again. And now it's connecting the image ID with the posts. As you can see, it tries some things and it looks like it isn't working as expected. So it tries it again to see if it's working as expected. And if it did, it does the other things as well. And if we refresh the media library, we see that there are some images added. And if we go into our posts, we see that our featured image is added as well. So now we have demo content. As you can see, you need to reprompt and be patient about it because it doesn't work flawlessly at first time, but it gives you an idea on how to use MCP to create demo content or maybe automate your blog posts as well. Who knows? I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, leave a comment down below with what the next tutorial should be about on AutoKit MCP. And let me know what you think. As always, keep designing.